Okay, folks, I'd like to welcome you to another post-game conversation where you get to hear directly from Tribe football alums. For this episode, we have Mr. Jimmy DiNardo. Hey, Jimmy, how are you?
Good, Dante. How are you?
I'm doing well. Just like most folks, but you especially, I really enjoyed catching up with you. Finally got a chance to track you down.
Yes.
Really got to enjoy checking up with you and catching up with you and learning more about you and your family. And you're a great guy.
Thank you, Dante. I feel the same about you. I love the fact that you have a ton of children. That's awesome.
Yeah. So let's get started, Jimmy. What year did you graduate? What position did you play? And what was your major?
I graduated in 1981. I was a defensive back, and my major was physical education. It was called physical education at the time. It's called kinesiology now, but back then it was just physical education.
Right. I think physical education is simple. I like
that. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So you were telling me really good story. So tell me about, how you chose or William & Mary chose you. How about that?
So my junior year, I was a tailback, and but I was injured toward the end of the year, and so my yardage ended up, flattening out a little bit. And then my senior year, I was going to be a running back with another guy, and the quarterback got hurt his collarbone, and I played quarterback and defensive back. And early in the year against Great Bridge, I made a break on the ball in the end zone and knocked it away. And Coach DiNardo told me, based on that one play, that's the reason he brought me in to play at William & Mary. And I came in on a partial scholarship. I only got $500 my freshman year. And Root said if I looked like I could play, it would increase, and it did my sophomore year. And then my junior year, I ended up getting a full ride, senior year. So that was a nice goal to be accomplished.
That is awesome. Yeah, it's. I think I was telling you, I think in my junior year, I had no idea what William & Mary was. It wasn't until a fellow alum, Marcus Washington, went there on a scholarship that I was like, oh, okay. And then lo and behold, the next year, here I go, William & Mary bound. So yep. I think some of us, all of us probably have unique stories of how we, ended up at William & Mary. So you finally ended up at William & Mary. So tell us about your experience, Jimmy.
So I had a great experience at William & Mary. The biggest thing was a couple of just comments like, I thought I was a great athlete coming out of high school, and I thought I was pretty smart. But I got up to William & Mary, and I realized that I was probably a low man on the totem pole athletically, and it's going to take a lot of hard work. And then academically, too, going into the classrooms and thinking I was a pretty smart guy, and then realizing that was going to take a lot of work, too. And it was, the first couple of years, it was a tough road, really tough road. But, one of the things that I felt like I did is I got with people that were motivated and helped keep me motivated. And I found a study partner, Paul Hoffman, offensive tackle on the team. We studied up in the classrooms, up in the back of the room and everything. And so by doing that, that kind of kept me going a little bit,
That's awesome. Now, during your time at William & Mary, you met some special people. You want to talk about that?
Sure. My roommates, my senior year were Steve McNamee and Dwayne Ragsdale Rags, and Rags played with us freshman and sophomore year, and I was kind of disappointed. Ended up leaving the team, unfortunately, but lived with us our senior year. And Paul Tyner was a great player. But one of the things that I was happiest about, felt good about, my senior year, after the year got done, I had 6 interceptions, and Mac had 10 interceptions. And so in Street and Smith, both of us were ranked in the top 13 in the country. One of my claim to fame. But that was kind of neat to see 2 William & Mary guys. We were ranked with Ronnie Lott was in there, and Van McElroy from the Bears. We were in there with those guys, and so that was quite an accomplishment. We felt like, and Mac's also my golf partner when we go to Deer Run, and we've been whipping up all sorts of people there,
Yeah. Shout out to Mac, man. Without Mac, I don't know how we would be able to pull a lot of this stuff off. So he's been a tremendous asset to a lot that we're doing, not only from a post game, but from a Hey Farrell perspective. Just a tremendous alum. With his
Mac talks the talk and walks the walk. He's done a great job. Tremendous.
Absolutely. So, Jimmy, you graduate from William & Mary. Tell us about your journey.
So I met a teacher there that I did my practicals with in the elementary school, Pat Crow. She was a swimming coach. Okay. Unbelievable lady. and she was working on a book with a guy named Thomas Martinek, who worked at UNCG, University of North Carolina at Greensboro, and they had a special program down there. And so I couldn't really find a teaching job at the time, so I applied to grad school, and I ended up getting in down there and working in a special program down there for a couple of years. It kind of paid for my graduate work, and I got my master's in physical education and human performance. And then I came back to the Beach District, and I got a job in health and PE at Kellam High School, and I moved around to the different schools, and I landed at Cox in 2006. And something that was kind of nice is I was a head coach at PA, my alma mater, for 3 years, but it was a really tough time in my life with my kids and everything, and I just felt like I needed to kind of get out and air on the side of my family. So I ended up at Cox when my kids are going to school, and I got to escort my daughters in homecoming. They were both homecoming queens, and I got to coach my sons in football. So I kind of lived a dad's dream a little bit, going to high school. So, yeah. And I'm still here at Cox. I'm in my 40th year of teaching, but probably my last year.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And, the buck didn't stop with you with all of the athletics. Tell us a little bit about your children and some of their athletic accomplishments, because I thought that was really awesome.
My oldest son played football at Virginia Tech, which was a school that William & Mary actually hated in the heyday when we were at school. And so my son, I had 2 interceptions at Virginia Tech, which is one of my other claims to fame. In Lane Stadium, my son was getting ready to go up there, and I told him, he was talking some junk or something. I said, when you get 2 interceptions, you come talk to me.
That's right.
In the spring game his freshman year, he got an interception. So I'm waiting in the parking lot, and I get a text on my phone. I pull my phone out, and I open it up, and it's from Derek. It says, 1 down, 1 to go.
Nice. I love it.
And he had in his senior year at William & Mary, senior year at Tech, William & Mary played them his senior year, and he had a fumble return almost for a touchdown and 5 tackles in that game. So he had a really great game against William & Mary, kind of like I did against Tech. It's kind of how the tables turned, his senior year for him. So that was kind of an interesting angle. And then my youngest daughter, Casey, she played field hockey at UNC, played in 4 Final Fours, and for a national championship 2 of those years. Didn't win any, but was in the Final Four every year. And then she made the U.S. national team, which they choose the Olympics from. So that was kind of a neat experience going through that with her. So she played at the highest level. That was kind of neat. She's married to a Washington Commander football player, Cole Holcomb, and it's kind of neat because she kind of understands and gets what it's like to play at the highest level, where he's at, the food the amount of dedication it takes, the amount of training it takes, and all that. So they've been a really good partner for each other as time has moved on the last 4 years.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I definitely wanted to touch on that. I thought it was so cool, me being a Commanders fan.
Oh, same.
Yeah, and people can save their judgment for that later. Just is what it is.
I've been a Commanders fan since I was 5 years old, and I was going to his house for the draft party, and I got drafted by at the time, the Redskins, my favorite team for like 60 years, So
yeah, it's perfect.
It was just unbelievable how it came together,
Yeah, no, I get it. Okay, Jimmy, as we wrap up, this has been great. Is there anything you want to leave with folks?
Yes, I really want to say that, like I said before, when I went to William & Mary, I thought I was the cock of the walk, and I just thought I was the best athlete coming out of high school and the most intelligent guy leaving school. And getting into William & Mary, I think we all know, all of us have been there, where you walk in there and you realize, man, this is going to take a lot of hard work, whether it's football, whether it's academics. And I'm telling you, it's great. You should need to team up with people that believe in you and care about you. But Howard Smith is one of my teachers that I loved at William & Mary, and he would say, go the extra mile. And just to give you a quick story, he met my sister Mary one time, but Howard Smith every Christmas would write handwritten letters to people that graduated out of his classes. And every year I'd get a handwritten letter from him, and he would always say, how's Mary doing? How's my sister Mary doing? Met her one time. To me, that's going the extra mile. And so I'd say to everybody out there, whether you're playing or whether you're in trouble, whether you're having trouble with life or whatever, just keep pushing, go the extra mile, keep working hard. Somebody will be there to pick you up. Just go as hard as you can and keep working as hard as you can, and things will work out for you.
I love it. I don't think I have anything to add to that, Jimmy. That is amazing. Yes. Yeah, that is great. Hey, listen, this has been a great interview. Again, it's been great getting to know you. Looking forward to meeting you in person down in Williamsburg. And thanks again.
Thank you, Dante. Thank you for having me, and thank you for doing this to William & Mary. It's a great thing, and it's a great school and great people. Every time I connect with people, it's unbelievable, and I love it. Thanks,
I
Dante.
agree. Yes, and I appreciate it and I enjoy it. Yeah,
Thanks,
definitely.
buddy.